we can get started with today's lab notes. Old Manya, good evening. You finished your 500 endgame, 500 live chest endgame grind. Wow, I can't read today. You did 250 in one day. I mean, I'm not gonna call that overdoing it. I'm gonna call that efficient lab farming. Right? Like, it's a key day, why not? Okay, so that was a trap gauntlet. There's probably something to the left over here. I'm unpredictable because my internet was freaking out earlier. Oh boy. Oh, and we have a floor puzzle. This is lightning, cold, fire, cold. So, lightning, lightning. Cold, fire, cold, lightning, cold. Fire, cold, lightning, cold, fire, cold, lightning, cold, fire. Cold. There we go. Oh, god damn it. Thank you for the div cards. However, this also means that, one of my keys is gonna be behind the escort gauntlet, and that means I'm not gonna be doing it because I'm doing lab notes. If it was a regular run, I would be grabbing the If it was a regular run, I would be grabbing the key behind the escort gauntlet, but I would like to save some time for lab notes, or I like to be able to make the lab notes quickly, so I'm gonna be skipping it. Behind the shitty puzzles didn't bother doing. Oh my god, okay. There's a whole bunch of ways you can find solutions for those puzzles. Do them. It's really not that hard to, like, Google up solutions and whatnot. There's under the tool section on PoElab, there's a puzzle solutions thing. There's a bunch of ways there as well. It's the sidetracking. Sidetracking within the layout is not a problem if you have a fast lab runner. Navigating a room with a fast lab runner should never be an issue. Hey, Joe Bishi, thank you very much for the raid. Very much appreciated, man. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Yeah. How's the ladder pushing going up? Going, by the way? If you're trying to participate right now. Okay. Was a high race last layout? Very fun competition. Is like the top 5 places on the ladder leaderboard like really close now? People starting to figure it out. Yeah, that's a secret passage. Oh, this secret. Oh no. Well, this secret passage leads to the other room, doesn't it? Statue. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Volatile dead on the Indigon. Oh my god. Is that thing like 50 exalts? I feel that's like 50 exalts. That is an insane enchant on that helmet. What the hell? Everyone's doing well. That's a mirror. Christ almighty. Okay, this layout, this is an unfortunate room. It could have had 2 things, but only has 1. That is a top tier helmet enchant combination. I think I may have burned my helmet my enchant RNG already. With that, with the unfortunate volatile dead on Devotos. It's an amazing enchant on the bad helmet, so I only got 4 exalts, and I think that may have burned out all my RNG. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit, Jelvishi. Where did the Devoto go? Oh, I sold it. I sold it for 4 exalts, and I bought it at Starforge. Expensive helmet to enchant, and what helmet is using to enchant? I mean, we just saw a mirror-worthy helmet. Indigon with hold on. Yeah, Indigon with Volatile Dead enchant is incredible, but that's a really, really hyper-specific combination. Where did Devoided go? Still not done with this build. Is Devo's my go-to enchant? No, my go-to helmet enchant is Starkania's. I feel like Starkania is a bit more flexible. Because it just takes any crit build can use it, so just any skill that can build around crit is sellable. I sold Discharge earlier. Like 30% chance of not consuming discharge charges for 45 chaos. And before that I had oh god, what was it? It was a 40% damage enchant that I sold for 50 chaos. But it was like a less popular skill. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, and Volatile Dead on a Volatile Dead on Starkania is like 15 exalts or something like that, so I'm hoping against hope. Yeah, if you're enchanting items to craft, Royal Bergonets, Lion Pelts, Praetor Crowns I think is another one, Hubrises, and if you really want to, Shape or Elder versions of those are like really, really good as well. I have a helmet enchant command. So if you want like a general outline of helmets and enchants to look for, feel free to check out that command. It's a bit of a paragraph, but hey, it's there. I got it. Hey, second enchant, hooray. Molten Strike, you got a Molten Strike enchant, you have to sell it. Devotos and Starkania is as good as well as enchant, yeah. The Starkania is my go-to. Devotos is good. There are better ones. Again, exclamation one helm, exclamation one helmets. That gives you a huge list. It is not a perfect list, but it is a very nice general guideline. There are probably some things I'm missing on that. There's key. Alright, this room has a split path. I still need one dark shrine, sorry. One dark shrine, a trap gauntlet, and the escort gauntlet. And Argus. You can't forget about Argus. I sometimes would like to forget about Argus because, you know, I murder him every day and I don't want to I don't want to live with that guilt. I am forever stained and sinned because of that. I'm forever damned for murdering Argus on a daily basis. Speaking of which, hey, hi buddy. I'm so sorry. Is worth running gauntlets and silver doors, or only when they're quick? Only worth running silver keys and silver doors if they're both along the main path. That's my opinion on that. If you can grab both the key and the door without going into side rooms, do them. If you have to go into side room for them, don't do them. But if you're planning on a route that takes the side room, or goes into a side room, and there happens to be a silver door in there or a key in there, might as well grab it, right? It's just along the way anyway, so... If you have a fast lab runner, it should only take like a couple seconds to grab the side object. There's the escort gauntlet. Speaking of things that take too long, or on the subject of things that, or on the subject of taking time to do stuff, those always take way too long. That has a key behind it because I've already done 2 gauntlets and don't have my keys, which means that one had a key behind it. But for the sake of lab notes and for the sake of trying to do this in a relatively quick amount of time, I'm gonna skip that. Means goodbye key. Don't bother the gauntlets unless they have a curious lockbox. I would say bother with a gauntlet if you can do it quickly and if it has a labyrinth trove. Labyrinth troves can still give you good stuff, like all this right here is from 2 labyrinth troves. But if it's an escort gauntlet with a lab trove, don't bother. That's gonna take way too long for like terrible items. I don't want to accidentally kill the fire lieutenant. Okay, we're good. Did about 20 labs today and got ghosted Argus 3 times. Oh, hopefully he didn't like one-shot you. He was probably doable, but it's just terrifying. It's always terrifying. Do I ever take holidays, or do I take my computer with me when I am? From the past 2 years of doing lab notes, I've only taken 1 scheduled vacation where I was out of town. Everything else I've done lab notes. I have missed a couple of days because, one day a family matter, oh god damn it, I meant to craft that, but I accidentally clicked it. One of the days I had a family thing that took longer than I was expecting, so I missed that day. Had a power outage one day, had an internet outage another day. But outside of that, I've done lab notes every single day. Troves are doo-doo in your opinion? Yeah, they can contain garbage, which is why I say only do them if they're fast. And for me, most of the time they're super fast to do, so I might as well grab it in the off chance I get something decent. And I've gotten a lot of junk, but I've gotten decent things. For example, today I got div cards and quality gems. I can just print more GCPs off. Some of those div cards are probably garbage, but some of them can be good. Occasionally they're good. I've also had the random currency box, and that's always fun. I spend 5 seconds to gain a single chaos. I'm okay with that. I gain an out for 5 seconds. I'm okay with that. And then like, this is an outlier case, but the random exalt from those can happen. Likely? No, not all likely, but the possibility is there. So why not? Especially if it only takes a couple of seconds. Hotel dead on Alpha's Howl. The sadness. Is there anything in here? I really don't want to do these side rooms. Got an X from lockbox from outro. I've gotten an exalt from, and anywhere in the lab that can drop an exalt, I've probably gotten an exalt from by now. Probably gotten it from labyrinth troves, probably gotten from curious lockboxes, the chest at the end of the lab. I feel like Azaro and Argus have each probably dropped one for me at some point. I've definitely gotten an exalt from one of those random barrels that you see. Yeah. You had to trap kill a mob and get an exalt. That has also happened. That has also probably happened once or twice to me. It's like anywhere that an exalt can drop from lab, it's probably dropped one from me. Good lab today. There's a lot of side rooms. I feel like there's a lot of side rooms. That's a dead end. I'm guessing this trap gauntlet's gonna be in the side room, much to everyone's dismay. Let me grab that screenshot. Getting an eternal ledge. I was playing when eternal orbs were in the game. Never got an eternal orb drop. Never had one drop. I never bought one either. I always saw eternal orbs and I'm like, I don't really craft too much, so I'm not gonna worry about buying one of those, so I never bought one. Yeah, there's the trap gauntlet. That's a shame. That's in the side room. This is quick, so yeah, there's my key. I really wish there was a way to remove the dart debuff that slows you down. But no, if you get hit by a dart and you're slowed, you're slowed. Nothing works. That's an animation speed slowdown, so not too many things that can counteract that. Sometimes a terrible layout gives a good enchant. I mean, we're gonna see. I got beat twice blessed, so... Caustic arrow damage enchant hasn't sold yet. I feel like they'll eventually sell. Just gotta give it time. There's a way it's called Jug. Jug does not actually prevent the debuff. It prevents you from being... you still get slowed down by darts because it's an animation slowdown and not like a movement speed reduction. I definitely have been like slowed down while like by being hit by a dart as a jug. Despite the fact that I'm a jug, it still slows me down. Alright, so that's blaze sentries and spikes. Am I gonna get a good enchant? That's a good enchant on a terrible skill, isn't it? Jug is immune to animation, so temp change doesn't work on him. I don't think he is. I definitely have been slowed in tar pits and darts. I very much feel like I recall being slowed down in both of those. I'm just gonna enchant over this. Freeze balls cast speed. Like, there were a couple of those enchants listed, but I doubt anyone's playing that skill is the problem. Also, triple unique is nice. Yeah, none of those are corrupted uniques. Good. All right, let me go ahead and get these lab notes made.